Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a review and demo of the new Stick Foundation by Tarte. I have been obsessed with this foundation and I had a lot of requests to go ahead and put out a review on it, so that is what I did today. If you guys like foundation reviews, then don't forget to give this video a thumbs up for me. And if you want to see me apply this and you want to see how it works for me, then just keep on watching. So this foundation costs $39. There are 12 shades as of right now. I don't know if they're going to come out with more shades, but it is a pretty decent shade range. There are some very fair shades and deeper shades, so I like that. So here's what the tube looks like. It is a really chic looking packaging. It's brown and gold. It also has this really cool design on the cap, and this foundation is pretty pricey because it comes with 0.3 ounces, which is pretty common with stick foundations. They come with less than your typical liquid foundation. I am a fan of stick foundations. I have the Anastasia stick foundation. I did a review on that. I just really enjoy the ease of applying them, and I will say from experience the best way to apply a stick foundation is with a brush. So if you're applying a stick foundation with a beauty blender and you don't like it, try it with a brush. It might change everything because I really don't like the way any stick foundation applies with a beauty blender. I have to use a brush, so that is how I'm going to apply this one today. So I went ahead and clipped my hair out of my face. The shade that I've been using in this foundation is light medium neutral, and in case you guys are wondering, I am super pale right now. I haven't been tanning. I haven't really been self-tanning, so I needed a lighter foundation. And then what I do when I'm feeling really pale is just go in with a stick bronzer of some sort and just bronze up my face. So I might do that today, but I have really been liking this. This is, to me, it's a medium coverage foundation, and I've been liking my freckles showing on a daily basis because this is the foundation that I wear to work, and I don't wear a full face of makeup to work. So I'm excited for this foundation. I really do recommend it. It's a really nice summer foundation for the coverage. So I'm going to go ahead and apply it, and then I will let you know my final thoughts. So I don't know if you guys can see this, but I have been breaking out on this area of my cheek lately. So it does cover that if you go over it with a couple swipes. So I'm going to just go in how I normally do. I kind of go hard with my stick foundations. I do like 3 swipes on my cheek, a little bit on my chin, 3 swipes, 1 down the nose, and then a little bit on my forehead. And then I will go in and build this up. It's a very buildable foundation. Once I blend out the first layer, I just add a little bit where I feel like I need a little bit more coverage. So like I said before, stick foundation equals brush. So today I'm going to apply this with my Morphe M439. It was in my May favorites. I've been using this with all of my stick foundation. I use it with my Hourglass foundation and my Anastasia one. And this color is a very good match for me right now when I'm this pale. And in case you're wondering, I actually don't have a primer on today. Something important to keep in mind with a stick foundation is if you have any baby hairs on your face, it will enhance them, so you want to make sure that you are brushing downwards. Never brush them in the opposite direction or they're going to stand up and they're going to be very pronounced. If you guys don't know, I have normal to dry skin, so right now I don't have any dry patches, so I would consider my skin to be normal. It's not oily by any means, so if you have oily skin, this might work differently for you. This right here is 1 layer of the foundation. I would definitely call it a light to medium coverage with the first layer, and then you can build it up to be a medium to full coverage. It's definitely a buildable foundation, but I would not consider this foundation to be a full coverage foundation. Also, if you have problematic skin, if you have a lot of breakouts or texture, I don't think that this would be your best friend. If you have more of a smooth base overall, you're really going to like it. For me, I don't really have problematic skin. I'm very lucky in that aspect. So with a foundation, foundation, all I really want is a little bit of enhancement, and I want it to cover the discoloration because I have a little bit of redness. I do have a breakout right there, and I am going to add a little bit more over top. But if you do have a lot of dry patches, if you have a lot of acne scarring, this might not be the foundation for you because it can enhance those areas. So what I'm going to do now is go over that breakout area again, and a little bit on my cheeks where my freckles are. I don't want as many freckles to be showing. I don't mind them, but I do want to just show you guys that it can be built up a little bit. I'm going to go over that area with concealer anyways, and one more little swipe down the nose. So if you guys have that problem around your nostril where there's big pores or redness, I would suggest putting a pore filling primer on before this foundation. That is my favorite primer to use with it, but today I just decided to go without it so you could see it by itself. So the finish that this foundation gives me is a very natural finish. It's not too matte. It's definitely not dewy. It's somewhere in the middle. It's like a satin finish. Very realistic, natural finish. I will set it a little bit with powder just because I do feel like it might move around if you didn't set it. So here's my face with 2 coats of the foundation. I did whip out the HD Canon for this, so there are no filters, there is no smoothing effect, because when I do my tutorials and my foundation reviews, I want to keep it as realistic as I can with you guys. So for my concealer, I am going to go in with my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. I just want to brighten up my under eyes a little bit and cover up a couple more of those freckles. I really don't mind them, so you don't have to tell me not to cover them. I usually don't. I don't know what it is today. I kind of want to cover them up. And the Tarte Shape Tape is my favorite high-end concealer. I've been loving this for months now. I've been trying not to use it just because I'm running out, but I do love it a lot. Mine is in the shade Light Neutral. So I'm going to blend out my concealer with a Sigma Precision Angled brush in downward motions. I have not had any problems with products blending with this foundation. Everything blends really nicely, and it's very easy to layer products on top. Okay, so once the concealer's on, I like to buff out the edges with that foundation brush just to make sure that everything is blended. And then I'm going to start setting. So I'm going to set my under eyes first with my RCMA No Color Powder. And I use a tiny, tiny amount of this powder. I do not bake. Baking does not work on me. If it ever does, I'll let you know, but as of right now, baking is a huge no for me. So I just pick up tiny amounts of the powder and I add it to those areas that I need some extra setting. Notice how I am not setting my cheek area. That is because I am going to bronze it up with a stick bronzer. So if you have a darker shade of the Tarte foundation, you can of course use that for your stick contouring, but I am going to use the Hoola Benefit Stick Quickie Contour Stick, and I'm going to apply this to my contour area. This is what I use on a daily basis, even if I'm not wearing foundation, just to give me a little bit more shape because I have bigger cheeks. And this kind of blends out to nothing, so don't be alarmed. It does look like I'm putting a lot on. So this is what I do when I'm really pale. And as you can see, it just really blends out to nothing. And it blends perfectly with the foundation. It doesn't separate or anything. So I'm just going to take my Rimmel translucent powder and set my cheeks. I'm going to go ahead and finish up the rest of my makeup for the day, and I will be back to give you my final thoughts on the foundation. Okay, so here is the completed face makeup. For my blush and bronzer, I used the Coco Collection face palette. My lipstick is Marshmallow by Lime Crime, and my highlighter is Cocoa Bling by Artist Couture. The bottom lines for this foundation would be, yes, I totally recommend it. I would try it out, especially if you have a skin type that is similar to mine. I do want you guys to know that if you have baby hairs on the face, if you have acne, bumps or scars, anything like that, this might enhance those, so I would stay away from it if you are going through problems with your skin right now. But if you're looking for a very natural, everyday foundation that lets a little bit of your skin shine through but covers everything and lasts all day, then I would definitely try out this foundation. It is my new favorite foundation for a daily basis. I know that I talk about a lot of full coverage foundations all the time on my channel, but when I'm going to work, I don't want something that makes me look super fake. I don't want anything that looks cakey, and this does not do that to me at all. So I have been wearing it every day for the past couple weeks, and I really do enjoy it. So that's pretty much all that I have to say about the foundation. I can definitely vouch for the longevity of it. I have worn this to my shift at work countless times now, and it lasts perfectly fine throughout the day, especially if you set it, so it really does have a nice long wearing power to it. I am going to go ahead and leave more information on this foundation down below in case I forgot anything, but I think that for summer this is going to be my go-to foundation. I feel like it just does everything I want with my skin this time of year, and I feel like it's a really good effortless foundation for the summer as well. So on those no makeup days, I'm probably going to be using this as well instead of just my concealer like I used to. I think I'll just dab a couple dots of this on, blend it out, and be on my way. So I really hope that this video was helpful for you guys. I know that it's been a while since I have reviewed any foundations, so if you like my foundation reviews, if you want me to keep doing them, then please give this video a thumbs up. And if you have any other foundations that you would either recommend that I try or you want me to review in another video, then go ahead and leave them in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. I put out new videos every single week, and hopefully I will see you guys all in my next one. Bye!